Let's see. Texas. Oh, another thing at Texas was the lights on the outside of the towards the crowd on the outside of the fence, the catch fence there. They had the caution lights that were blinking. And those were the coolest things I've seen in a long time at a track, besides the fan view. If you're a fan of that, that is one of the coolest devices that you can get from Sprint there. Also, if you're away from your away from your television or a track, you can get it right there on your phone with Sprint Cup Mobile. Another cool thing. You're looking for more information, you get it at sprint.com/speed. Again, the number's 877-99 on Fox. We'll go to your calls here in a second, but real quick, qualifying. We got Kyle Busch on the pole for today's race out at Pocono. We are expecting some rain. We're looking at Twitter right now. No rain at the moment out there. A lot of people tweeting about that. Clint Boyer second, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Junior Nation going crazy with the qualifying effort of third. Kurt Busch fourth. Denny Hamlin is fifth. That rounds out your top five right there. Last night under the lights, it was Brad Keselowski getting the win. Congratulations to him. It was Carl Edwards second, Paul Menard, Justin Allgaier, and Mike Bliss rounding out the top five there. What does it look like in points? This is amazing to me. Brad Keselowski is your points leader, right? Back 196, Kyle Busch is still second. He didn't even run the race. He wasn't there. He had Brad Coleman in his car, and he's still second in points. That's how much the guy kicks ass out there on the track. Pretty amazing, no doubt. 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Let's go to Jennifer. Jennifer, welcome to Race Day on Fox Sports Radio. What's up, girl?
Good morning, Rob.
Good morning to you.
Is there going to be an announcement about Michelle, or is he going to be back next week?
There'll be an announcement about Michelle coming up in hour number 3.
Okay, I'll make sure I listen to that.
Okay.
And of course, you've known that I cannot watch those races on Versus. So
that is
when
correct.
Someone says that I'm not a race fan because I didn't watch the race, that's not fair.
No, I get that part of it. If you don't have Versus, it's almost impossible to watch the race. You could probably get it online, but you're only listening at that point. I know they do some video stuff online, but it is difficult to watch. I know your situation, and online is probably more difficult for you than anybody.
That crash with Simona, oh my God. I'm always scared when anyone crashes. They seem to not get there fast enough.
Yeah, again, I'm not sure if they weren't there fast enough. They were there pretty fast. The problem is when they got out, they ran to her, obviously. The guy got the hose out of the back of the truck and just kind of stood there, then dropped it to kind of help out. And I thought to myself, man, at least do something with the fire to try and stop the every second they were inching up closer to that cockpit. Very, very scary situation, very fiery crash, and in my opinion, it took a little long to get her out of the car, and I think they should have been working on both, getting her out and also putting out that fire. And again, I don't know the situation. That's why I don't want to. I want to get an official on to talk about that. Is the spray that they actually spray on the fire? Sometimes that hurts. You can't breathe, and I'm not sure if they said hold off on that. Let us try and work on getting her out of the car. The fire's not in the cockpit, that kind of thing. And I don't know. So I want to get some officials on to talk about that.
Right, and now. Kyle Busch may be in second right now in nationwide points, but he won't be there for long.
No, he won't.
The more he doesn't race, the farther he drops.
That's true. He's not racing a full season, not going after the championship, but it was still pretty amazed to see him not even running in the race. It was Brad Coleman in the car. Brad ended up on sixth, and then in points, Kyle Busch still has the second spot. Brad Keselowski is 277 over Carl Edwards, but a great run, and I got to give props to Brad Keselowski and Penske for that matter. With the American flag tribute that he does in his victory donuts and stuff, I think it's pretty cool to watch. I love that. Patriotic and just shows support for the troops and all that. And Penske last night had a great night, winning in in the IndyCar series at Texas, and then in the Nationwide series at Nashville. A great opportunity for him to get some wins under his belt as an owner. So congratulations go out to the whole team.
If it does rain, I think they should at least get half the race in.
I hope so. I don't want it to be a day where we have to wait until Monday again for a race.
I know. I'm like, it's nice, but I want to watch it today. It's supposed to be on.
Yeah, I'm with you. Hey, Jennifer, thank you very much for your call. Appreciate you hanging on.
You're welcome.
All right, 877-99 on Fox. Let's go to Derek in Ohio. Welcome to Race Day on Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Derek?
Thanks for having me. First time listening to the show. I love the diversity.
Thanks.
I want to talk about a kid named Alex Rossi, who's raced in GP3 series. I've been able to watch the races. They don't show him in America, but he's an American who is now second in the points in this series, which is raced over in Europe, which is like AA of Formula One.
Right.
And the kid is just quick. He's aggressive. And he's making a lot of noise over there, but not a lot of Americans are talking about him.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know much about it. I'll have to look him up. You say it's Alex Rossi, correct?
Alex Rossi. He test drove for BMW Sauber, won the Formula Sauber World Championship 2 years ago, and he is managed by Nicholas Pott, who is Jean Pott's son, and who also manages Felipe Massa.
Well, excellent. We talk about a lot of things. Obviously, we don't get to drop down in some of the B series or some of the lower series or the developmental series as well, where they try to bring up these drivers. Unfortunately, with 3 hours, a lot of the time takes up with NASCAR, IndyCar, F1, and all the big series. And when you talk to two wheels, it's usually World Superbikes, AMA Superbikes, and Moto GP, obviously.
I agree, but I just want to let people know about this kid, Alex Rossi. He's from California. He's exceptional, and we need to support this guy.
Hey, what I'll do is I'll look up his information, put some links on there, or you can send me an email. You can send it to racedayonfox@gmail.com and send me some of his information. I'll put it up for you, man.
Okay, appreciate it.
Not a problem, man. Thank you, Derek. 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Let's squeeze in Michael here. Michael, welcome to Race Day on Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, Rob. Thanks for taking my call.
Not a problem,
I
man.
also wanted to thank you for the diversity of the show. I got a quick question for you. Growing up here in the States, I've had a chance to go to Sprint, Midget, NASCAR, even Formula One when it was at Indy. And being a big Formula One fan, Kimi Räikkönen was one of my favorite drivers, and he went over to Rally this year, the world of WRC.
That's right.
I know nothing about that world other than the fact that I get to watch the replays 2 weeks late. I hate seeing that. Do you know much about the Rally world? I mean, first of all, the first thing you notice is you've got about 1 million spectators 6 inches from the course, which I can't even believe, which tells me why it's probably not in the States, because you'd have 10 million lawyers lined up behind them.
Oh, yeah. They'd be standing about 20, 30 feet behind them with their cameras and their notepads, the whole 9 yards. But, yes, it is one of those things, and they do everything. Those cars are set up to run snow, water, you name it, gravel, pavement. It does everything, and they go through city streets. They'll go through, the countries. It's just amazing to watch. And the skill that those guys have, I got to tell you, that's probably you talk about car handling, those guys are probably the best drivers in the world.
I'm amazed at what I've seen, and I think my favorite image, and even though Räikkönen's my favorite driver, I mean, for 1 year to see him at Ferrari and pampered as can be, and then I watch his first race, and he's on his hands and knees clearing snow out from under the car and changing his own tires. I mean, I've just never seen anything like it. Do we have a version of that in the States, or is that pretty much an international thing, and we really don't do much of that?
No, they have a version here in the States. I'll get that information. I'll put it up on the website as well. RaceDayOnFox.com. Michael, thank you very much for your call, and I'll get you that information coming up here in a little bit. 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. NHRA update coming up next right here on the Race Day on Fox Sports Radio.
Race into Buddy's Home Furnishings, where you'll always find a great selection of name-brand furniture, electronics, appliances, and more, with major brands like Ashley Furniture, Sony, LG, Whirlpool, Dell, and more. For a limited time, Buddy's has some amazing deals, such as flat panel TVs, starting at only $9.99 per week, or only $34.99 per month. 7-piece living room packages, starting at $24.99 per week, or only $89.99 per month. Buddy's offers convenient rental purchase programs, or up to 6 months, same as cash pricing. We'll work hard to earn your trust and your business.